For the next step, grab the flying gantry, have the upside down like this, and you will need 4 belts. Grab your 2GT 9mm belts. And this kit, this Formbot kit, I'm not sure how long it is. It already comes pre-cut. They should be, for 350mm printer, it should be 1200 millimeters. 300, 1100, and also 250mm, it's gonna be a meter. But let me just go ahead and measure one of these. They are, yeah, they're roughly the right length. You don't have to cut it with the Formbot kit, so just go ahead and use one of them. You'll also need the belt covers. They're gonna be the one with a big hole and a small hole. Grab one of these, grab one of the belts. Okay, for this next part, you're gonna need T-nuts. Get an M3 T-nut and N5 T-nut. This is gonna go for this hole, so align it like this, and this hole is gonna go to the second one. So insert the M3 T-nut first. Slide it in there, and align with the hole. And also the second one, M5 T-nut next. You're gonna go ahead and align it with the hole. If you don't do this, there's nothing for the screw to hold on to. And also, we're gonna go ahead and attach one of the belts, the 9mm belts, this way. We're gonna do it flush, so just put it on the grooves there. And also, we're gonna align it with the big holes, with this side going down like that. And also, go ahead and grab a Z-joint. Put an M5 hex nut. You're gonna need M330 and M530. All right, grab one of each, and you're gonna put it through. Look at the curvy side. You see the curvy side. Go ahead and insert the M330 and the M530, and on the other side, you're gonna attach the flat side here, and screw in a little bit until you can see a little bit of the screw. Like that. The M530 goes like that. Next, you're gonna go ahead and place the belt right on the end, because we're not gonna be needing this. Go ahead and put it on the grooves, feel it. It's on there nice and straight. And you're gonna go ahead and lay it down straight so it doesn't move while you do it. You're gonna go ahead and just attach this right over it. Apply a little bit of pressure. And I'm going to go ahead and hand screw down a little bit. Make sure you're right on the hole. Okay, I think I got it. And then screw it down the other M5. Okay, it should engage with the T-nuts on the bottom of it. Let's go ahead and tighten down the M330 also. Okay, you can make it pretty tight. And you can go ahead and set that aside, and then do it for the other side over here. Same thing, just the opposite direction. Alright, but backside is going to be similar, same thing. Now I ran into a slight problem here where this won't fit like this. It's in the way because I put that last one. So I'm just going to go ahead and move this one over. It shouldn't affect the prints too great. So I'm going to just go ahead and undo this last screw because I don't have room for T-nuts. So I'm going to go ahead and just slide this over to the next hole, and I should have stayed away from the ends. It should be fine. And move this one over so I have enough room for my T-nuts. So if you run into a problem like that, you can simply fix it like this. So now I have enough room to put my T-nuts. Make sure you put it in this way because there's not enough space if you put it this way. Clearance is sort of important. Go ahead and insert the T-nut. those are the little things that's not in the manual that you might run into problems, but they're simple solutions to those problems. Next time I build it, I'm gonna make sure to not use the last screw, maybe go every other one on the inside. Insert a M5 T-nut, same thing like before. M330, M530. Okay, a little bit showing there. Go a little further. Let's go a lot further actually. That way it's just tights on. Grab another belt. All right, facing towards the printer. And for this guy, you're gonna go right under here. So have one of the ends go this way. Just pull it through. Now for alignment, just have this thing going through so it's easier for you to align. I'm just gonna pull it through this hole here. Just down the hole you go. Down the hole you go. Down the hole you go. Okay, just have it go through, so because that way for alignment, this is easier to do. I can take it out, whatever. And I'm gonna get it just enough to hit these grooves. Make sure they're on nicely. And I'm gonna go ahead and put the Z-joint piece right over it. Screw it down. All right on flush there. Looking good. Okay, nice and tight. Repeat for the other side over there. Now, this is gonna be your right back. All right. If you're using Hall Effect, which I did for my first FormBot kit, you're gonna have to print another piece that has a magnetic for it. This kit actually came with just a regular end stop, so I don't have to mess with it. So I'm just gonna go ahead and install it. Again, I'm gonna have to move this guy one screw over. Now the number of screws on the linear rail doesn't really matter. It's already got enough. If you want, you can go ahead and add another one here. Can you add it? Oh no, maybe not enough clearance. But yeah, building Voron is really fun experience. The first time I did it, it's a little mind-boggling just following the written instructions. I wish I had my own videos to follow. Following these videos are gonna make things easy because you can just watch the video and follow along. And I'm probably gonna watch my own videos for the future builds. You know, even I'm getting old and forgetting stuff. I just turned 43, which is kind of sad. Getting old, man. Go ahead and place it like that. Okay, grab that last belt. I'm just gonna stripe it through here. Oh, you could go like this, go from the under. That's probably faster, guys. They're like, why you go under, Max? Okay, I heard somebody. Invisible somebody. Okay, make sure to line up with the grooves. Okay. Lined up correctly. Place that sucker over it. Get it nice and tight. Because you're never gonna open this, you're never gonna come back to this step. You're gonna adjust maybe the other belts, but you're never gonna come back. Well, hopefully you'll never have to come back to this step. So that means you're gonna have to take it off the gantry, which isn't a huge deal, but more or less you wanna just not have to take your printer apart ever. You don't have to. Okay, those are on tight. And now you should have the Z-joints ready. So let's go ahead and grab the frame. Put away the flying gantry for now. Hi guys, in this step we're gonna go ahead and install the Z-joints, which is going to hold your flying gantry. Now the Voron manual asks you to use some zip ties. You don't have to do that. Easier way is get one of these grommets out, because you don't need these anymore. If you had them on still, just go all the way down. And get it about in the middle, put them in. Actually about here. And what we'll do is it will prevent the the linear rail from falling down. So have them at the same levels. And this way you can go ahead and attach the gantry without the whole thing falling. I'm gonna also do on this side. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Just count how many empty 1, 2, 3. Yeah. Okay, these grommets come in really handy. Next, you'll need a bunch of M320s, M3x20, and also M540. Okay, you're gonna grab one of these Z joints. You should have 4 of them. Go ahead and grab M320s, insert into these here. And you're gonna simply attach it to the linear rail. And you're gonna attach it to the linear rail. All right, that's held up there. So let's go and attach it. You can see these are curved, so you can adjust it a little bit to perfection. To perfection. Here comes the most fun part of building a Voron. You're gonna need a bunch of M540s. Turn it so the back of the printer is facing that way, the front here, and you're gonna go ahead and attach the gantry. Alright, let's go in sideways like this. Sort of go up. Like that. Place it on top just like that. This is where you're gonna wanna adjust these screws. So I would actually recommend, let's go ahead and screw in a little bit. So insert all of your mixed screws here. Don't tighten them yet, right? Because we're gonna adjust it a little bit. You can see these are designed to wobble a little bit, so you can actually fine tune it. And will fit regardless of. Ooh, that's feeling nice already. I feel nice there, it says. Alright, try to tighten a little bit at a time, otherwise it might move slightly while you're doing it. Set it on this side over here, and I'm going to go ahead and tighten the Z joints. Be careful. Watch the Z joints as you screw it. You don't want this thing to be moving. So watch the Z joints and slowly screw both sides. Make sure they're not moving. Okay, check for smooth action. Very smooth. I'm gonna set this on this end over here. Go to the other side and slowly tighten these Z joints, making sure they don't move. Because if you screw them wrong and they move, it's gonna throw it out of line. Okay, make sure you have very good free movement. Very good. If you have the Z end stop PCB like I do, which came with the 4-mod kit, go ahead and place it on the end stop piece here. I'm just gonna go with the connector on the bottom. I had some leftover film that sort of burned, but it's okay. It's underneath the printer, no one's gonna see it. Go ahead and screw it in. Make sure it's tight enough not to move around because this is your end stop. Now I recommend you install this because it'll help with, I think, with alignment. So you're gonna go ahead and go back up here. This is the right side of the printer. And you're gonna be able to mount this on the 2 holes on the linear rails, okay? There's 2 holes left on here. Go ahead and insert this all the way through. Okay, you're gonna just mount it up here. This is gonna be your X, this is gonna be your Y. It's gonna hit over there, and this is gonna hit over there. Line up with the holes leading to the linear rail mount. Go ahead and simply mount it on there. And if you're using Hall effect, it's just going to be a different part, but the same process. Okay, you should have very good movement. All right, and we'll be able to do the belts and ours. Okay, let's do this belt first. You're gonna go ahead and loop it to the bottom motor. Okay, you're gonna take this belt and then you're gonna put it on this side of the pulley, not this side. Push it through. Okay, check for alignment. And you're gonna go through this hole here on the idler. Okay, like that. Go through the idler. Right, and then you're gonna undo your idler here. You're gonna undo this belt thing here. Belt cover. Take it out for a second. And you're gonna get it sort of semi-tight, sort of pull on it, and then screw down. All right, right now it should not be tight, obviously because you didn't tune it. Sorry, I think I forgot to show you that part. So you're gonna go down here, go through back up here, and go through back to idler, and then come back out here, just like that. And repeat for the other 4 sides. So I'm gonna go ahead and pull this back out. I only did it so I can get some good alignments. And I'm gonna go ahead and go through the pulley. Yeah, this is actually pretty easy. I'm gonna go ahead and pull it all the way out. All the way in. All right, it should be like that. And the other end, gonna just go right to grab it and boom shakalaka. And go back up through the hole. This hole here. And you go up to the one pull on it. Go into the idler. And go ahead and undo the belt cover. Slide it under the belt cover, if you will. Oops, the whole thing came off. I didn't tighten this enough. Let me just. Okay. And I'm gonna go ahead and pull it a little bit, semi-tight. Don't have to be super tight because we're gonna adjust the belt tension over here. And go ahead and screw in the tensioner a little bit until it's pretty tight. You can make it, you can increase the tension also later, but I'm gonna increase it where it's pretty tight. Hi guys, one more tip I can give you when you're adjusting the belts here. You can go ahead and sort of pull on the motor so it goes downwards. That will increase the tension here, and then pull on it, adjust it, and then adjust the top here, the tensioner. I've got them pretty tight. You can go ahead and remove the grommets that's holding up your printer, or if you used something else. Another way you can do is I put duct tape last time I did it and held up the linear rails. But now the grommets are all off, and the printer, let me face it back to the front, should now be able to go up if you push it and down. All right. Now, don't try to mess with it too much, because if you have it slanted, this is not gonna go well. With pretty tight belts here, it's a little loose on the bottom, pretty tight on the top. That's been working out really well for me for my other Voron. But you can cut these out later, right? But yeah, your printer should now be holding itself, and you should be able to pull it up, keep it in position, push it down, and boom shakalaka. In the next step, we're gonna go ahead and build the hot end, and then we'll install the belts. So we'll have a XY action. But for right now, your flying gantry should be installed, and we're ready to go with the next set. But I'm gonna take a break. Today's been sort of a long day. I gotta go check on some of the other stuff that I gotta do. Have a great day.